Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this look for you guys right here. It's just a very purpley gem toned eye. It's definitely a little bit smoky, but still very wearable for the daytime. And just a very soft and natural lip. And then of course, a lot of highlight. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video by liking it. If you haven't already, catch up on my videos because there is a giveaway in my Smashbox video. Wink, wink. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you're interested in seeing how I achieved this look, stick around. So I already applied this MAC Lightful C Marine Bright Formula Softening Lotion Spray. I recently hauled this and I love this so much. It is awesome. It pumps the skin. It really adds instant hydration. And my skin has been very dehydrated. I will be doing an updated skincare routine because I literally just switched to a bunch of new products because of the change in my skin. So prepped my skin with this already. I'm not going to use anything else. I'm just going to go straight in with the foundation. I lied. I'm going to take this Ambient Light Correcting Primer by Hourglass. And this is in Luminous Light. I haven't used these in a while. So I'm just going to take a little bit in my hands. Alright guys, so I blended that primer into my skin. I overdid it, clearly I overdid it. I think because my skin has been so dry, I'm just kind of like over the top with everything. So now I'm going to use my foundation stick by Hourglass, and this is in the shade Golden Tan. And I'm just going to apply this. And don't mind my hair, guys. I just put some dry shampoo in my hair and I want it to absorb that oil. I am going to be using my Sephora foundation brush and I'm just going to blend this foundation out. Okay, so now to set my makeup, I'm going to be using, of course, my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I am going to be using my MAC 133 as always, and I am going to start just my forehead. I'm gonna basically bathe in this stuff. You guys know the routine. For my concealer today, I'm gonna be using this Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer. This is in the shade Y33. I have had this for a while. I got it in gratis and I've never used it. So I just saw it and I feel a little inspired to try new things, so I am just going to press this. And I haven't set my under eyes yet, just because I wasn't sure if I wanted to wear concealer, but I got a good look at myself and mama needs a little concealer. So I'm just going to take my brush and I'm going to press that concealer. And the reason why I'm doing this is because before I set my powder, I really want to make sure that before I set my under eye, I want to make sure that there isn't any creasing going on. And then I'm just going to push this powder onto my eyes. It's raining today, and let me tell you guys, I am not inspired to do anything other than chill. Okay, so I am dying to do my highlight today. I'm going to be using the Pro Light Fusion by Makeup Forever in the shade number 1. That's what it looks like. Look at all that deliciousness. And I'm going to be using my Morphe M510 brush. And I'm just going to, I'm not going to bring it all the way in like I normally do. I'm literally just going to concentrate it right at the high point of my cheekbone and then right under my brow. Look at that highlight, guys. I'm so excited. It's so pretty. So it's almost like a little ball right at the top and then right under the brow. Nada highlight, nada glow. So I know that the idea of just kind of like doing a little circle right at almost like the apples of your cheeks, but just on top of your brow bone. I'm sorry, cheekbone. Seems kind of weird, but I literally just kept it there and right under the brow, and I want you guys to notice something. I normally do a C, right? So I haven't added anything on this outer part, and yet it looks like I have. So it doesn't look as cray as it sounds. It's just something a little bit different. And what I'm going to do, like always, is take my foundation brush and I'm going to buff that out just so it looks a little bit more natural. Look at that highlight. Of course, if you want to go full blown, let's just go a little full blown highlight. I'm just going to touch it up again. There we go. Get that glow, boo. Get that glow. If that's what your little heart desires today, get that glow. For my bronzer, I'm going to be using Makeup Forever 20M, and I'm going to be using this Hakuhodo Sephora brush in, I can't read Chinese. So I'm just going to dip into that, and I'm just going to lightly buff that on my cheeks, and I'm going to keep my bronze pretty under control because my tan is fading and I want to keep it just a little bit softer. So I'm just going to bring this up, almost like I'm contouring, but just it's very soft. But you can definitely see that my face looks slender on this side, and that's what we want. For my cheeks, I'm going to be using Becca Songbird, and I'm going to be using my MAC 137 brush. And I'm just going to lightly dust that onto my cheeks. For my lips, I'm going to be mixing two things. I'm going to be using Dulce de Leche by Jouer. And I'm going to be using this MAC Tuned In Vamplify Gloss. So let's get Dulce de Leche on. These smell like sugar cookies. I really like the way they smell. So I'm just gonna wait for this to kind of set a little bit before I go in with my lip gloss. I really love this gloss, and I love this lipstick on its own, but I feel like it's just a little too light for what I'm going for today, and I'm still not sure what we're gonna do with the eyes yet, but we are going to definitely do something with the eyes. I just kind of want to wait to see what the overall vibe is. But check this lipstick out. It's already dry. And it's so pretty. I'm, again, so impressed with Jouer. It's amazing. And I'm going to take a little bit of this gloss. This gloss on its own, it's beautiful. It's very pigmented, but the reason why I wanted to mix both was because this one is a little too soft and pink for what I want today, and this is a little too brown, but the combination together, I think it's just perfect. So let's move on to the eyes. Okay, it got a little hot in here, and I had to take my sweater off. And I had to style my hair because I couldn't stand looking at how ratchet it looked. So I am going to take my MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour eyeshadow base, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid. And we're going to reapply the lipstick because I had a little snacky snack and it came off. Well, I took it off after. So I'm going to set that eyeshadow primer. I'm going to use Custard by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm going to take a MAC 224 and I'm just going to lightly dust that over the entire lid. Just to make sure that if there are any areas that haven't set yet, are set before we go in with our shadows. And I'm going to take Blazing by Anastasia and the same 224 brush, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit, tap off the excess, and just place this into the crease. And this is going to help transition whatever shades we use. And right now I'm kind of torn. I think I know what direction I'm going to take though. I'm going to take Beauty Marked by Anastasia and a MAC 217. And I'm going to just start placing that on the outer corner. Just lightly tapping that color onto the outer V, outer corner. And I'm pushing so that way the color is very saturated and pigmented and yummy. And I'm gonna lightly take that into the crease, and I'm not bringing it all the way in. It's just kind of like mid-eye. And I'm gonna blend with my 224. I don't want there to be a ton of definition in the crease. I really want that color just to stay very pigmented and vibrant on the outer corner. And then just lightly bring that up again into the crease. I'm almost like hardly touching my eye, and then just blend. I'm only going to do one eye on camera, so that way this is not like a super long video. And as you guys see, I'm just blending the crease. I'm not touching the outer corner because I want that to remain very saturated. Now, with the same brush that I deposit the color, I'm just kind of blending it a little bit. And again, it's depositing color, so you're not taking anything away from that. If I were to blend with this, it would definitely sheer it out, and that's not what we're wanting to do. I am going to take Macaroon, and I'm going to use a flat brush. I'm going to use a 239 by MAC, of course. It's my favorite. And I'm just going to press Macaroon onto the inner part of the eye and then blend it into that outer corner. Taking the same 217, I'm going to go in with Beauty Marked again, and I'm just going to lightly buff the Beauty Marked shade in with Macaroon. And I'm just touching up Macaroon, and again going in with a little bit of Beauty Marked, and just making sure that it blends and that it doesn't look very like choppy and harsh. Just taking a 224, and I'm just blending the edge of that crease. I'm not adding any color, I'm not depositing anything, I'm just blending. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, and I'll come back to finish the look. Okay, so I got my lipstick on and I did one eye. So I'm gonna show you guys what I did. I'm really sorry, but I'm busting out some limited edition MAC things, but I just felt like it's what this look needed. I am taking Resort Eye Kohl by MAC, and I'm going to just use this to line my lower lash line. And I'm not gonna be very precise with this. I'm literally just kind of smudging it because we're gonna blend this out. But I wouldn't recommend, I don't know, I'm not a fan of the eye kohls. I just really like this color, and I remember that's why I bought it. And as you guys can see, it's just like a really pretty like pinky purple. It's a very dry formula, so it tugs. And on top of that, in order for it to get like super pigmented like right now, you have to really like keep adding. So I'm gonna add a little bit more because I'm a little bit of a nut. I am going to take this MAC 228, and I am going to take the shade Rosette by Anastasia, and I'm going to use this to just kind of set and smudge right under my eye. And again, I don't want to be very neat with this. I actually want it to be a little messy, so it looks very like smoky and grungy, I guess. All right, for my liner, limited edition, Looking Good by MAC. It's a gel liner, and it's this really beautiful burgundy purpley shade, and I just thought it would be perfect because I didn't want to use a black. I don't want it to be like super intense or harsh. I don't know if you guys can really see that color. And I'm taking a MAC 210, which you guys know is my favorite eyeliner brush. And I'm going to use that just to line my eyes. And I'm going to do a really thin line
and then do the wing.
As you guys can see, it's there. This is not, again, I don't want this to be like super obvious that I have on eyeliner, but I do want a little bit more of definition. And then for my wing, I'm going to follow this lower lash line, and I'm going to start creating that wing. I know you guys maybe can't see it, but I can. And you always want to reference your other eye to see if the shape that you're getting is really what you want. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, you can. There's my little wing, and now I'm just going to bring that in and connect it. Yep, looks good. And I'm just taking a little bit more of that liner, and I'm going to just kind of fill and deepen the color, because this shade is it's actually pretty cool on its own, but because there's so many other colors that we're layering on top, it doesn't show up as vibrant. We kind of lose it, but again, I wanted just a very subtle liner. There we go. Look at that. It's heaven. Okay, so I'm just gonna lightly fill in again, just where I feel like I need a little bit more of saturation. Okay, so I'm gonna take this MAC 228 again. It's this little mini shader brush, and I'm gonna take Macaroon, which is the color that we have all over the lid, and I'm just going to pop that in the inner corner. Very just subtle detail. And using the same brush, I'm gonna take Rosette, which is this really pretty shimmery purple shade, and I'm just gonna touch up this liner a little bit. I feel like it's kind of faded some. I'm also going to touch up my bronzer now that I have my eyes done. I feel like I need something that's a little bit more, I guess, intense.
So I'm going to take that same bronzer, the 20M, and I'm just going to lightly buff that and bring that up into the crease. I'm sorry.
So I'm just going to take this same brush, and it's the Makeup Forever bronzer in 20M, and I'm just going to place that in the hollows of my cheeks and just kind of build the color up a little bit. I don't want to go like crazy with it, but I do want something that's going to be a little bit more intense. I'm going to take Custard again and a 224 by MAC, and I'm just going to lightly buff the edges out. I'm also going to add a little bit more blush. I'm going to take this Fearless by Tarte, so 137 by MAC, and I'm just going to take this and run it along my cheeks. Yeah, it makes a big difference. Sometimes I feel like after you've done your eyes, you kind of get a better perspective on what you need. I'm gonna take Jouer's Dulce de Leche. So I placed this on my lips first, and then I went in with MAC's Vampify gloss in Tuned In. And now what I'm gonna do is, as you guys can see, it's just kind of settled. I'm gonna take Dulce de Leche and just place it in the center. So again, just kind of looking at my makeup now, I'm going to take a little bit more of that highlight, and I'm going to place it right there. All right, guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if you have any suggestions or recommendations. Don't forget to like this video, and if you are new to my channel, welcome to my family. And if you're just kind of stopping by, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.